All right, so we had 1-1 losses. I moved the Russians back one step because I assumed that they would rather retreat than take a step loss. We flipped the Austrians to the other side because the attackers must take a step loss. Our second attack here, we have 6, 11, 16, 21 available, 21 on 5. That's 4-1 odds. 4-1 odds should be a much better result for the Austrians. Well, we still rolled a 1, which is nothing to write home about, but 4-1 odds, not great for the Austrians. They actually take 1 loss, and the Russians take none. We can take the loss on any of the attacking units. You can see that it's not exactly a great time to be an Austrian in Galicia. And then last but not least, we have this attack that I set up. We've got 5, 10, 15 attack versus 6. So it's still only going to be 2-1. We roll, we get a fairly good roll of a 4. The 4-1 or 2-1 odds, we rolled a 4. That's 1-1. So it'll be the same again. I will probably just retreat the Russians in this case because as you know, we're getting to know the game. I don't think the Russian player would necessarily take step losses this early in the game. So that is 3 attacks at 2-1 odds by the Austrians. That gives you an idea of how pretty simple the combat is in the game. There's obviously some supply effects that have to be taken into account, but we can worry about those when we have some actual breakthroughs to concern ourselves with. Just real quick, I also wanted to show the Russian player. There's a victory star there, a victory star available here, and then also Krakow, and I feel like I'm missing one somewhere up here as well, meandering my way through the countryside here. But yeah, so 1, Limburg is not one. I just flipped counters across the map. Let me bring those back in. And then of course, Vienna, Budapest, Prague, and Berlin. So that is the Austrians' first turn, and that is probably all that they would really be able to accomplish this turn. So after that, I'll turn it over to the German player.